to the Black Hot Fire Radio, and you're listening to Massive Wagwan. Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother there, reaching out to all the massive on the African continent, and you're tuning into the Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Joby, Monday to Friday. Stay tuned. Andrew Robinson, love, respect, and justice for all. Big up, massive.
Can't help but go back to the days of December.
Yes, karibuni sana. Good afternoon, family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Grand rising to everyone who's listening through YouTube, on Twitter, on TikTok, on the show page on Rumble, on our show page, on the TV section, and of course, everyone on Spotify and on Spreaker Live. Good afternoon from my end. 5 minutes past 1 p.m. That's the time, and I hope you guys are doing amazing on the 11th of September. Welcome to another yet beautiful conversation of the Pan-African Bliss Show with me, your host, Joby. And of course, today we shall be focusing on the slow movement that is happening currently on our main airport, that is the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Of course, you guys are, if so far you are aware, if you've been following up, Kenya wants to literally give away its airport, literally giving away its airport. That is to a certain company called Adani. And we have the workers of this particular airport, the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, who are actually, of course, demanding on not this happening, because this is going to cause and lead to loss of jobs. We're talking about this, and of course that is what is happening, and that is what we shall be focusing on. I'm so happy to see that actually the workers did not just talk about it, but actually took it on the ground, and they are demanding for actually justice. They're demanding for what is right, and the rest of the Kenyans, actually a country, the whole country should be involved in this, because this is not the only project we've seen actually being sold. We've seen so many things that we claim they're ours, and we're so much in debt that we don't actually own, and they're being taken away because of the loans we've taken in the name of building this, or in the name of making them our own. So karibuni sana, that is what we shall be focusing on. That is what is currently happening in the 254. But apart from that, we shall also discuss what is happening in DRC Congo. That was last week or 2 weeks ago. I did give you guys information where we saw the Germany, that is Germany, where they did donate 100,000 mpox vaccines, that is to Africa, and some of the African countries that are supposed to benefit from this. We're talking about DRC Congo, Burundi, Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda. And we shall be discussing much more about it, because I can see that right now they are claiming that the nurses are working in fear. Okay, because the BBC, the mpox is actually right now is literally getting out of hand. So we shall be discussing about that also, what is happening, particularly in the DRC Congo, and of course our other African countries should get ready to not be affected by, what is really the agenda. Remember, the agenda is supposed to be executed by 2025. 6 billion people globally, or whatever the target is, are expected to die. Okay, depopulation agenda, it is 6 billion people by next year should be dead. So we shall be discussing on what African countries or our African countries are affected on this. And then remember the story of the South African farmers who actually chopped the bodies of the two South Africans that they killed and fed them to pigs. They have been actually arrested, and of course this is after weeks. And I believe this is actually after the outrage that has happened on the internet that basically has led to justice of these two amazing people. We shall be discussing about that and much more of what is happening also in Nigeria regarding where we have poor construction of roads despite the Africa China summit. Karibuni sana once again. Those are our top discussions. Shout out to Freedom Media, shout out to Kali. Karibuni sana everyone who's on TikTok, everyone who's on Twitter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. And of course, welcome to today's discussion. That was Please Mister by Shekinah, the jam I started with. And of course, this is Jada Kingdom coming in with Win. Mastermind. One of my favorites. I'm coming back with the quote of the day. Share anything positive you have there with you. Me pray every time I feel can't do no. Big up to Better Your Days and Asema Rwaka Love. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can pray every time I feel, cause God always listen. There I have that's why I try. Working hard, I'm still struggling. Minimum wage can't cover my bills. Somebody tell me how I'm gonna live. Me might complain, but I'm not giving. I'll do it now, sure. Only me and God know how my day go. Oh, when me have to make a bad drive out of town. I'm free, oh, my one forgot the place and yes, me, Tanisha first starter. When we just stop, me used to hear be a laugh. But you know, say a time for the master. And everything I say I'm going to do, me, I go after. You see the free, that's like every day I OD. Just like a girl from the east with a dream. I shoot for the top and make up a new team. Every time I feel, can't do no defend. Swear we have a way, that's why we're trying. Every time I feel, cause God always listen. There I have to, that's why we try again. Nowadays, me just want balance my mental enough. Must stop tell myself some I don't good enough. I know like say I just know life I rough. But keep on pushing and don't ease up. But even when I try stay out the way, crosses them won't see my brain. Them not gonna live to see the day. Yo, I'm been chilling, so please allow me. Can't talk to nobody when me get home. Blessings alone me once alone. That's why me pray every time me feel can't do no different. There we have to win. That's why I'ma try again. Pray every time I feel can't do no different. Swear my heart win. That's why I'ma try again. We have to try again. And if you missed the culture show, this is your opportunity literally right now to download our app on the Google Play Store. Karibuni sana once again. This is the Blackwood Fire Network Radio Station, the media of the 21st century. I go by the name JOBY. 11 minutes past 1 p.m. right here in the 254. Grand rising to everyone who's listening to us all the way from diaspora or wherever you are from. Kindly let us know if this is your first time right here. Where are you listening to us from? And of course, follow us on whatever platform you are streaming live with us. If you are on YouTube, Karibu Sana on Twitter, everyone live with us on TikTok, everyone live with us on Rumble, on BitChute, on our show page on the TV. Hello, and everyone live with us on the radio, on Spotify and Spreaker. Karibuni Sana. I'm literally everywhere. Unavoidable. Okay, you get to see me, But anyway, my quote of the day, as the song literally say, I love that amazing jam, Jada Kingdom over there. It speaks about winning, and she reminds herself literally how no matter how sometimes you feel like you're not doing good, she stopped telling herself, no, I'm not good. It's not, I'm not. I stopped telling myself I'm not good enough, and that's what you should actually do. And my quote of today says, "You are a warrior. Remind yourself of what you have been able to overcome. All the times you felt like you aren't going to make it through. You proved yourself wrong. You're more powerful than you think." Sometimes it amazes me myself. I've been able to overcome some circumstances. It really surprises me every single day. Like, how did I just escape this? How did I overcome this? And it is amazing to see literally me turning to becoming who I am becoming every single day, understanding myself, understanding who I am, overcoming my traumas, trying to be a better person every single day, and avoiding and trying as much as I can to pass the best, especially to my generation to come. If I'm gonna have children, if that is, or to the people who are listening to me, like right now. Shout out to everyone who's like here with us on Twitter. I see so many of you right here this morning. Karibuni, everyone live with us on YouTube. Welcome to today's conversation. As we start, we're gonna start with what is happening, of course, in Nigeria. My beloved in-laws, and it was just on Monday. We were talking about what is happening in this country, where we saw actually 47 people lost their life. That was after an explosion that happened due to some greasy road and accidents. Literally, two lorries, one that was carrying, of course, fuel, and the other one ended up colliding, and it led to an explosion. And this explosion, of course, led to a lot of fatalities and loss of some lives, including 47 people who actually died on spot, others who are left injured, and so much happened. And I did speak about how personally I feel like this is all because of poor leadership. I mean, because correct what this is. This is all because of poor leadership that we have in Africa, we have people who have like the China Africa Summit is a very good example. Like I said before I went for the short musical break, China Africa Summit is one of the projects being used right now as an excuse of where Africa will benefit in when it comes to infrastructures, development, improving our roads, our schools, and bettering literally everything that includes us benefiting and getting our money, and all that. But it's so sad to see that this being the ninth summit, literally, Africa, there's no way they have benefited from this. A good example, shout again to Morara, that guy from TikTok. He has been literally giving us all the details that the mainstream media itself, if a journalist went ahead and showed us what I'm trying to understand, we're trying to understand what Morara direction is all about. But shout out to him. He went ahead and showed us some projects that literally funds were taken years back. These projects have been launched, but literally you can't see the projects. We took money some years back, okay? And we claimed we're going to use this money for a certain project. But come like a few 5 years to come, they launched the project, which is not there. And we're actually in debt. And this is where we ask yourself, you actually end up asking yourself, how is it that Africa was so much in debt? These leaders have been taking money and they took money way back, which has benefited them, their families, their agendas, but not the Africa development. It is all bullshit. So back to Nigeria. On Monday, reported 47 people, of course, losing their lives, which is so sad. Condolences to the family members, those who lost their family members, their loved ones, and their friends. But today, it is sad again to see that 50 people have also, again, lost their lives. I hate when the media says at least 50 people. And that is after a very greasy road accident that happened in some parts of Nigeria. Let me share much more of this as I get to give my opinion, because where is Tinubu? Tinubu is walking with bulletproof cars, that is for his wife. Tinubu actually has a yacht. Tinubu does not care about his people. Those are the type of leaders we have. Tinubu is not concerned about Nigerians. Actually, Tinubu is busy launching, the next project of AI. We shall come back to that. Let me share this.
At least 50 People died after a fuel tanker collided head-on with another truck in Nigeria on Sunday, causing an explosion. According to the Director General of the Niger State, Abdullahi Baba Arab, the fuel tanker was transporting cattle in the Agaye area in north-central Niger State, where at least 50 of them were burnt alive. Authorities called upon the affected residents to be calm and at the same time ask road users to abide by the road traffic regulations.
What,
At least 50
what road traffic regulations? Which road is this that actually needs regulation of traffic? What bullshit are you talking about? Road traffic regulations. What road is here to talk about traffic regulations? Is this what the heck is this number one to call?
According to the Director General of the Niger State, Abdullahi Baba Arab, the fuel tanker was transporting cattle in the Agaye area in north-central Niger State.
This was the Monday incident, mind you,
where at least 50 of them were burnt alive. Authorities called upon the affected residents to be calm and at the same time ask road users to abide by the road traffic regulations to safeguard lives and property. In a 2024 WHO report, traffic-related fatalities in sub-Saharan Africa accounted for nearly 1/5 of road deaths globally in 2021, even though the region holds only 15% of the world's population and only 3% of its vehicles.
People need to abide by road regulations. In a road that is not constructed, when it is raining, it is drowning, your trucks maybe get stuck. You're supposed to deliver something, they get rotten on the way because of you are supposed to abide by road traffic laws. That a road has not been built.
That wasn't the laws. That was the bad roads. That's the infrastructure that was never created there. That's on purpose. That's Africa never being developed, Joby. So
But you heard what the guy said. The Ministry of Roads said that people need to abide by the law of the roads. What is that? What is that?
listen. You got morons in Nigeria, Kenya, whatever, saying idiotic stuff. You pay no attention to it. It's absolute nonsense. That's them
You have to
covering
pay
their own.
because
That's
if you
them.
don't pay
No,
attention,
let
you
me
have to.
finish. Let me finish. That's them covering their own ass, their own duplicity. Why have they not created decent roads in Africa after 60 years of goddamn some fake ass independence? Why is Africa still today don't have roads? It's like you said in one guy. There's one fucking road that comes in and out of that place. What is going on? Joby, it's not hard to build roads.
It's
Not
not.
hard. Doesn't
It's
take a
not.
damn genius to build a fucking road. So
It's
there's
not.
no excuse why Africa doesn't have roads. It means there's mismatch. Means there's stolen of funds by corrupt. Just like the lady they got right now from Kenya being held in the United Kingdom. You heard that, right? You ever heard that?
What about it?
Ty-
Don't
Type
kindly
it.
don't
Type
edit my show.
type this,
Kindly.
Joby. That's Joby. You got Joby. It goes to my point. Calm down. Calm down. Type this, Joby. Say Kenyan official kept in the UK or Britain, whatever you want to call that goofy place, um, after stolen funds. She stole funds from Kenya. She tried to put it
Oh,
in the bank
the
of
governor.
yeah, the
Was it the
lady, whatever her
governor?
name is. Yeah, whatever
What
she tried to, she tried to be slick and put her money in the UK. The UK know the spotlight is on all these corrupt bastards. He say, hey, lady, where you get all this money? I was gonna build a hot, like you said, this is about the projects that they never build. It's stealing the money, Joe. There are no good hospitals in no fucking Kenya. They don't build shit. They steal it. They've been stealing money, and now it's only been a spotlight because of the youth. Hey man, all this money's been gone. All these white elephant projects, no one's building shit. So this lady thought she's gonna be slick and so all their money's always outside the countries. They take it to England, France, or usually the Cayman Islands, where goddamn Samuel's at, right down the Cayman. And when they take all their corrupt money, she's been caught. It's a lady. Where you got this money? I was building a hospital. Then why you ain't got? Why you bring the money up here then? Why you ain't build a hospital back in Kenya? This is
There's
crazy.
no development she's done for the county. That is where my mind
No.
is going. Literally, no
Okay.
development. Because when I went there, I told you when my last visit when I went there, I was like, I saw so many opportunities. I'm like, God damn, if I only had money, I'd start so many projects right here. The number one are going to
Hmm.
create employment and make me earn more money too, because there's so much dormancy and nothing going on, no competition, nothing going on in that county. The roads are the same 1960 independent road,
Wow.
nothing, just the same old bullshit. Like, you ask yourself, like, and we have MPs, governors here, and people don't see, and the people
They're not.
come in
They're not. They're
out.
not. They've kept Africans
So,
ignorant, Joby. They don't know these people. I don't know why they don't know, but you keep an educational system so bad, Joby. You just got the Bible all day. Like remember you been reading Job all day. You don't know you're being stolen. Money's being stolen from you. As you and they're talking about Job and all this. Job was in a well, whatever that goofy shit say.
I was just a
So,
traumatized child. I was finding a way to escape, reality. I was just a baby, you know.
so, well, there's babies also not still sitting around reading that goofy shit, not knowing how how shit. That- it's really criminal the way they kept Africans so goddamn docile. It is criminal, and and shout out to even Toure said these Africans they should be ashamed. You need to be ashamed of why Africans are so fucking ignorant.
Yeah.
The ignorance is on a level that is fucking crazy. That their own officials just constantly they know they're ignorant, still at will. Like you showed me that goofy bridge. I said, what is this, Joby? That's a bridge. What? Bridge to where? What a bridge?
There's this video. I'll send you this video of this guy. It's called Crazy Kenna, a very amazing Kenyan comedian, and he did a small skit of mimicking the government how they execute their projects. Right? They
Yeah,
tell you we have taken a loan of 30 billion Kenyan shillings, and this is going to be the one that is going to execute these projects. We're going to build this road, do this and this and this, and then on your way, when you're going to take the funds to the project, you meet the different politicians. That is the governor, the senator, the MP. All of them they take from this budget. By the time you get to the project, you only
there's
have like
nothing left.
$1 left, and then you also take the dollar because you left with nothing yourself as an engineer or the one who was supposed to do this as the contractor. So it's crazy. The video is going viral, and it shows literally which is the truth, because that's what they do. And I was saying, shout out to this guy called Morara, also in the 254. He's been exposing the government as much as we're trying to understanding right now, and I've seen how people have been bought during this demonstration. You've seen most of the people in coons right now. The coons, like the ones we have in America, who are always the frontiers of talking.
Exactly.
Acting
The
smart, like
one,
they know
the,
about
the, the
politics,
one, the
but
one, the ones they put out in front to lead
the
the
coons
people astray.
the
Coon.
coon truth tellers, they're telling the truth, but they have an agenda behind it. So this guy is telling literally, he's auditing so much, like going deep to receipts, telling us how funds were taken like in 2015. Projects were launched in 2022, but you go back to the projects that were launched where
Nothing there.
it's nothing. It's crazy,
And no
and
one, and that's what I've told Demore. It's about the accountability. No one's accountable now because they know the people have been ignorant. No one's accountable. And so
true.
that's why Demore said, Keith, you never get elected. I know, because I'm putting you in prison. There's gonna be some accountability. All this run shit as children. Don't nobody know shit. That's why they never want to educate. Like I said, why do you think Africa is the only continent that's got these school fees? Not Africa because the Arabs don't got the shit. Why you thinking Black Africa is the only place with all these school fees and shit? When school is free because they don't want educated Africans. That's a danger to their system. They need them religious and ignorant. That keeps the stealing going and no development ever going. That's why these goofy Africans are running around jumping on these boats and dying in the Mediterranean. Say, well, goddamn, the rest of the world don't look all fucked up like this. Let me get the fuck out of here.
It
But you
is
don't
really.
know, you too ignorant to know that the stuff that you see in Europe It's only because they're stealing it out of Africa. Africa is responsible for Europe's development. So you're not intelligent enough to know you're running to someplace. No, the stuff is in your ground. They're stealing from you. Go ahead, Joe.
Mm-hmm. So it's crazy. Still in Nigeria, despite them not wanting to create, of course, proper roads to reduce the number of accidents, because that's why in Africa why we have accidents all the time. In America, it's very rare unless there's a police chase or just a drunk person. Very rare you hear actually road accidents.
Yeah,
Just me being
yeah,
honest, as much.
because you build decent roads, Joe. That's your
Mm-hmm,
as a government. That's your job to do.
mm-hmm.
And you don't need a bunch of loans and but understand the Europeans have made Africa so corrupt. It does that, and they still they make the corruption. And then they stand back and say, "Look at these dirty niggas. And look how corrupt. These niggas don't know how to govern. They're so corrupt and fucked up." You're not knowing that the system the Europeans put in with these puppets was on purpose to make sure Africa never developed. So Europe creates the problems, and they stand back and say, "Ah, look at these dirty niggas. They stupid. They don't know how to do anything. They can't build infrastructure. They always begging and shit. All they do is beg. Yeah, they can't build shit. They can't do shit." Not knowing, not telling you that the European was the one who created the situation that you find yourself in to begin with.
So it's
Af-
sad to see that
you go.
in Nigeria, despite all that, and we know the level of immigration or the level of moving out of Nigeria, literally, how high it is because of seeking
Yeah,
employment, of course, in
bad
other
government.
countries. We know that Nigeria has been named and labeled being the number one scammers globally, to be specific, literally, because of lack of employment, you know, and
Are
understanding
they
that this is the most populated
are they
country
the
in
number
Africa.
one scammers? I think I don't know. I don't think they're the number one scammers. I think I think that the Indians are, but since Nigerians are African, they're going to get most of the
Most
what's what I'm looking most of the most exposure because the Indians still way more than fucking Nigerians, but since the Africans have no power, no one respects Africans, they're going to be made the face of criminality because it fits a narrative. I don't think they're the most criminal. I mean, they may be criminal. I'm not saying they're not. I'm not gonna go crazy say they're not committing these crimes, but the Indians have a better ring of. They're more organized with this shit. So
Yeah, so
I said,
what is happening
I,
in Nigeria
but
despite all that road accident? You can see the country is not even focused on building manufacturing companies. They're not focused
you
on
can't build
promoting people.
Joby. You can't build manufacturing until you deal with your. You can't build manufacturing until you deal with what, Joby? It's mother. Till you deal with what? What do you got to deal with to have manufacturing, Joby?
There's a lot to deal with, a lot,
No,
especially.
first, no, Joby. First, you got to have power. You must have
Mhm.
power. Your lights can't go off all the time. You can't have blackouts like you do in Kenya and all throughout Africa. You can't have power blackouts. Here in 2024, and you still got lights going off all the time in the fucking Nigeria. You can't have that if you're going to build manufacturing and then give good jobs. There's no reason why the African, again, has not figured out how to get power to work right. Now, all the countries have figured it out, right? But yeah, this always looks bad, Joby, on African people. Every other country, whether they were poor or not, can figure out how to maintain power all day. Only the goofy African again cannot figure out how to goddamn have power on like every other country. People sitting in the dark. That's become the norm in Africa. Motherfuckers sitting in the dark. I guess I'm in the dark all day again. This
We're,
is
we're slowly
2024.
we're slowly fighting it. So in Nigeria, there is right now 30 African countries that have attended a Nigeria AI conference. So you can see literally the things that these people are focused on. In Kenya, that was last week. We did also some news myself and also Dimore presented that they have started bringing robots to replace people in hotels as waiters, and apparently some waiters are also celebrating this, and we're questioning and seeing, and we know how alarming and the agenda of having these AIs literally replacing humans. So it is sad to see that actually in the most populated country, and I'd love to see literally the expressions and the thoughts that Nigerians have about this, because Africans remain still, some I'd say, with the same mentality. And sorry to say it, not all of them. Of course, we have those who are woke like Anita Ivy and majority who will address what is happening in the country. But again, they will find Nigerians being excited. The same thing we've seen in Kenya. They're celebrating the there's positive effect of the AI and there's a negative impact of it, you know.
Tech leaders, academics, policymakers, and entrepreneurs from across Africa and beyond gathering in Nigeria to discuss the opportunities and challenges raised by the development and use of artificial intelligence. The 2024 Pan-African AI Conference in Lagos, co-hosted by the United States, is seen as a significant step in Africa.
Pan-African AI
No,
conference.
it's not a Pan-African because America does not want a Pan-African. So that's a first lie. So the news is whoever reporting this is a lie. America does everything to make sure Africa never unites because it doesn't benefit these crackers. So that's the first lie that's told. There's no Pan-African. The first Pan-African AI summit. They keep trying to use the word Pan-African because they know Africa wants to unite. The white world does not want this because that makes white people poor. They don't want that.
How is this a Pan-African when we see an American flag right here, you know, standing just in? Why will we have American?
That's letting you know that the white man controls these goofy niggas. That's what it's showing. That's what it's showing. So the AI, anything that the white people bring is for their benefit. So why the African is still seen as a child because he does these childish shits all the time. Why is he not developing his own AI? Why do white people always got to come and say, "Hey, nigga, daddy's going to show you what to do, and you'll implement my policies that won't benefit you, that will benefit white people, and you niggas will be slaves all over again." This happens over and over and over. Hell, even the Chinese said that in their own summit. You know, it's funny how white people kept. Go ahead, Joe.
I think I saw a guy in America. I can't remember, but I'm gonna do research on that. But I saw a guy in America, either a group or a guy who is coming up with a platform of. He called it actually the Pan-African, not this, a Pan-African AI. Either something African, but he was like, "This is where we're gonna do things our own way without having the white supremacy controlling us."
Yeah, it's always white people controlling it. It's about this.
There's no racism in this where they're gonna get mad because our AI is telling the facts, like how they got mad with their AI revealing that Jesus
Black. They name all the black people. They got mad. Oh, this AI is wrong. This AI is fucked up. You designed it. All I was telling you that these fake characters you made them all white if they existed. Common sense to your history. I know you made your fake history. Motherfucker, all of Africa was black, and what you call the Middle East was black. That's Africa too. There's no such thing as no Middle East. That's made up shit they did. The British did 100 years ago. That's Northeast Africa. So all that was African land. So of course the people would be African. It wouldn't be the motherfuckers you see today. Those are invaders. So the AI was just doing by data. AI don't got no feelings. It can't, it's like, hey, this is the data. So all these people would be black and them white people would cry, oh, shut it down, god damn it. It is fucking up our lives. Shut it all down. Yeah, goofy Alex Jones. Oh, see, the AI is racist. They make it racist against white people. And shout out to my father called Alex Jones fake ass. I told you, he controlled by the J's, morons. You got figured it out.
Jomo, we're not taking that direction. Shout out to Jomo Squid. Hope you're doing amazing. Freedom Media. Hope you're doing great. Thank you for the compliments. And to everyone on Twitter, on YouTube, so many people this morning. Hope you guys are doing great.
Yeah. Where they at? Are they on Twitter? Where's all these people at? What does it say? Twitter? You gotta hit that button. Hit that I
Yeah,
button, Joby. Where's everybody at?
Twitter.
So it's funny how we got all the people on Twitter, but nobody ever follows the page. It's absolutely
Well,
insane. We used to have thousands. This shit's crazy
kindly
because
download our app. That's what we can tell them.
yeah,
Download our
yeah,
app.
yeah, you download the app, guys. But yeah, we know we're being shadow banned. It's fucking hilarious. Content every day, but no follows because
Yes,
all this like
yes,
Elon Musk has made free media. That's a lie. It's controlled as
yeah.
always. It's a lie.
Yesterday,
Okay.
yesterday our WhatsApp in Kenya were shut down for some few hours, for like 2 hours. Yesterday I couldn't access my WhatsApp. Me, the More, some few people's phone weren't like Kamlesh was not distracted. I don't know why some few people's phones were tapped, but anyway, as we get to move on. So let me finish this video.
I don't know.
Africa's technological future.
For us to truly harness artificial intelligence for our collective benefit, we must be deliberate and collaborative in our approach. We must ensure that our digital transformation journey is inclusive, equitable, and human focused.
The Nigeria-US collaboration at the conference highlights the importance of cross-continental partnerships in driving technology.
This is literally all Agenda 2030, and it's sad to see African
Exactly what
countries
it
being
is.
parts of the ones celebrating
No,
this
the ones,
embrace.
no, Joe, but the ones that know, they, a lot of
We
Africans
know
know about. They're not at that summit. Those are all the puppet Negroes at the summits. Those are the front. Those are the ones that push the
they are
agenda. Like you think like the video I just sent you on WhatsApp. You look at the guy. People know Bill Gates ain't no good at what he's doing. So why is he allowed to keep doing the shit? Why is he allowed to keep bringing GMOs and vaccines and shit into Africa? Why? When the people know he's fucked up, people know he's criminal. So what, these leaders don't know none of this? Leaders don't know what GMOs do? They're all control puppets. You
they
know,
do
that's what we're dealing with. You know,
they
Parliament's
do
all control.
they
You
do
tell us
know.
about some damn GMOs. Man, you don't shut up with that shit.
They do know. But as we move on to South Africa, to my in-laws as well, this is where we can see that after 2 weeks of the people who killed those couples, not couples, but two women and fed them to the
Let me
pigs,
make a statement real quick.
they have been arrested.
Shout, shout out to the brother. I should send this bit of Joby. I've seen the same thing too, brother. Shout out to the American brother who just went to Cape Town and called you goddamn South Africa pathetic and miserable. I never wanted to call you out like that, but I do now. So he was in Cape Town. Mind you guys, African country. And see, when you go, I'm gonna personally take Joby there. I'm gonna put it in her face. Because you can't look crazy when I put it in your face. I'm personally taking your ass there. So anyway, he goes to this restaurant, and of course he looks in, all the people serving are black people. All the people sitting, dining are white people. All the black people are serving white people. So he gets ready to go in and says, yeah, I'd like to get a seat. They said, he had me laugh. He said, they wanted to say no, nigga, no. They just said no. He said, what you mean no? There's open seats right here. What do you mean no? We mean no. See, him not knowing that South Africans still practice their wicked ass racism and these weak ass cowardly niggas in South Africa don't do nothing about it. They allow people to discriminate them. See all that fake ass Nelson. I told that fake ass Nelson Mandela bullshit. That's why Angola should have went there and wiped their ass out. So you got the other South African lady Joby show. You know who helped us? It wasn't the other Africans. It was Tanzania, Angola. Listen here, you dumbass bitch. I'ma call you that. You dumb motherfucker. That's a lie. You keep talking about Nigeria was dealing with their own coups. This the motherfucker come out. She was the Pink Panther, I mean the Black Panther. This that goofy. You South Africans, you're all ignorant. You're stupid because you're made stupid by your white. You know, your fake rainbow society with Joe is going to talk about you feeding these goddamn niggas the pigs and ain't nothing done. Okay, the fake rainbow society. Now white people are talking about they want to take half of South Africa, and they don't want you niggas in there. Yeah, that's what they saying openly now. Now y'all, yeah, I guess. Anyway, so he goes into the restaurant. They tell him no. So he goes to another restaurant. He sits there. He said, I'm sitting there with these, I guess they call them coloreds. Is that what they call you mixed motherfuckers? Coloreds. And I asked them, they some lesbian. He said, quote, how South Africa's been turned to European cultures and they're lesbians. Of course, I told when I was there that freak, it's even on your TV. I thought I was looking at a porn channel. It was a goddamn commercial. I'm like, what is this shit here? A bunch of niggas in booty shorts and I'm like, what? This ain't a porn channel? I don't look at porn. Anyway, so he asked the lesbian, said, hey, I was just denied service in a restaurant. They said, yeah, that's called racism. It still happens all throughout this country. He said, God damn. Because that was his first trip to South Africa. So it hit him in the face. And so when you get these goofy South Africans talking, so you got to go there. I've been there. They can't talk that stupid shit to me about no South Africa. I see they get treated like shit and they suck all the damn cum out somebody's dick. They weak. White people talk to them crazy too. Imagine you serving, you being a slave, serving. That's what they want Kenya. That's what they want Kenya to be as well. Okay? Imagine you, goddamn, serving people in a restaurant. You're not allowed to come in. 2024, you serving people, and you don't got no self-respect. That's South Africa for you. Okay? So I don't feel nothing. And lady, I'm going to do responsibility of your stupid ass and your Black Panther shit. Motherfucker, do you know it's the Black Americans that divested in goddamn South Africa that allowed your country to be free when you got collapsed? I was in college, you no good broad. It ain't my fault you stupid. I'm going to call you stupid. It was a divestment movement in the late 80s, early 90s that broke South Africa's economic back. The Angolans broke your back militarily. The Black Americans broke your back financially. That was called divestment. But most of you morons are dumb as shit. You don't know shit. You attack other Africans. And I love when you get all fucked up.
But as we share this one, I want to see South Africans fucked up. I wish them.
I don't speak for Joe. I don't speak for Joby loving ass. I speak for me.
I hope the country will be saved by the rest of the African people. Like Malcolm X said, you need to shed light on each other, not calling each other morons. Thank you.
I'm calling them morons.
South African state prosecutors are seeking more days to detain 3 men accused of killing 2 women and feeding their bodies to pigs on their farm. The 3 accused men appeared in court on Tuesday in northern province.
They got their bootleg nigga who got no power. I'm sure he's working there. Whatever his goopy African name is. Hey, Mbutu Dupi, help us dispose of these women. Yes, boss. I need my job. Because when you've been conquered, you will hurt your own people. And you can see he's a moron. And Joey don't want to admit, you can look and know, what you're looking at, he's an idiot. You know this guy's an idiot. That's why he's working for the white people. He doesn't know how to do anything. He's stupid. He worships them. So he eagerly helped these people dispose of other Africans. And does he have a low IQ? Yeah.
Supervisor Andrew Rudolph DeWitt and employee William Musora faced 2 counts of premeditated murder.
I told you he was an employee. I had to know it. But I knew he was an employee. I know this nigga didn't own shit. He's a nobody. And they told him, help us dispose of these niggas. God damn it. Okay, I eat my job. I'm stupid and shit. Yeah, I knew. I told you he wasn't gonna own shit. I knew he was gonna be an employee. I never even looked at this shit. I knew this retarded looking nigga here was an employee. Look at his ass. Weak, feckless, fucked up.
Zacharias Johannes Olivier, Andrian Rudolph Tibet, William Musora are to be charged with at least the following offenses. 1, 2 counts of murder, read with Section 51, subsection 1 of Act 105 of 1997. 2, attempted murder, read with Section 51, subsection 1 of Act 105 of 1997.
At least he ain't got the goopy wig on his fucking head. He sound weak as hell. At least he ain't got the goopy wig on his head. I wonder, he must have left his wig at home. I forgot my wig and shit.
It is brutal. It is wrong.
It is brutal. It is wrong.
That
lady.
again, some sections of the community are not here. Because I think this is one thing which require all of us, even other farmers, to come and say, not in our name. They're not here. What must we be?
No. You know why they're not there? You know why they're not there, you dumb black bitch? Because they're white and they own you bastards. That's why they're not there. They're not upset about killing you niggas. All your dancing and all your goopy shit. What are the other white people there?
Farmers by criminals and farmers abuse of workers. The case will continue next month.
Yep, and till next month, and I bet probably they won't get justice because, of course, it's a white supremacist country.
Hold on, Joby. Put this up for me. Put this up for me. Say, ask Google. Say, did the Black American divestment movement break the South African economy? Did the Black American divestment movement, because we're Africans, we all want to help other Africans, not these goofy South Africans, though. We fought in the street for these goofy niggas.
Pardon?
Say, did the Black American divestment movement from South Africa break the South African economy? See, when old nigga morons open their mouth and don't know what the fuck they talking about, I gotta bust you in the face.
They're saying that the divestment company impacted South Africa only after the major Western nations, including the United States, got involved beginning in
when the United States that got involved, the white people backed South Africa, so we know that. Israel backed South Africa. So they say they try to throw the Americans. The Americans? White people? No. Black people. But no Americans. White people supported that damn apartheid state over there. The white Americans have supported that shit. That's why I continue. The divestment movement was started by black Americans, or black people, Africans in this bitch, that broke their back. So, South African lady, when you don't know shit, shut your fucking mouth. You niggas, I can't stand you niggas. I'm like the Nigerians, I can't stand you motherfuckers. You ain't do shit for your freedom. Other Africans fought. Okay, you mentioned Tanzania, that's true. I worked in Tanzania. You mentioned Angola, that's true. All of Africans helped you retarded bastards. And you still today got white people telling black people they can't go in a restaurant today. Motherfucker, we fought for your wicked ass. I fought in college for you no good bastards. So you shut your mouth talking about other Africans. Got some goddamn nerve. All these people, the Africans, keep talking about those Africans helped us. Yeah, motherfucker, they did. You didn't get yourself free, you cowardly ass niggas. You're still cowards today. White people sitting in restaurants eating all good while you the damn servants. Is that what I fought for? Is that what we divested for? For you to still be a fucking slave and then to talk shit about other Africans? You miserable niggas deserve everything you get.
But as we get closer to winding up about what is happening in Kenya, and of course, where the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport workers have taken it to the streets to demonstrate
They slowed everything down. Shout out to them.
The Adani takeover of the airport. So they're saying hundreds of passengers have been stranded at Kenya main airport.
So what?
Strike over a planned takeover of India company. The Aviation Workers Union opposes the proposal to release Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in Nairobi to the Adani Group for 30 years.
Because it's illegal. Because it's illegal. Because Ruto had no right, or anybody in this government had no right to sell off Kenya's airport without the goddamn consent of the Kenyan people. So, yeah, slow shit down, fuck shit up, fight. Do what you got to do. Don't be South Africa. You got to fight, okay? Corrupt bastards, you got to fight. And you're right. Shut that whole shit down. Do whatever needs to be done. You don't allow these bastards to disrespect you. And I'm giving our airport to some fucking Adani. You know how important it is, your major airport, to be taken over by foreigners? You don't ever allow that. Ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this is going to lead, of course, to job losses, where we're going to see, of course, them, Indians, like they did with the Cuban doctors, where our doctors were taken to Cuba and the Cuban doctors came to Kenya. And now our doctors there are dying of hunger. They're not being paid.
Dying.
Nobody is
dying. Imagine that. And dying. And did the government do anything? No, the government didn't do shit. Jack was dying. But, you know, they did do, they paying the Cuban doctors more than the Kenyans were getting paid in Cuba. I told you, I had that joke. Look, Cuba's a poor country. How the fuck would you pay more to a poor country? You know, it's just a constant. These Negroes, these puppets that run Africa, they're mostly retarded. Mm-hmm. And they love sucking white dick, no matter what. Cuba's not even white. They're a mixture of white and Hispanic, where the fuck they are. But you're going to pay, Cuba being a poor country, has no power. But you're going to pay these Cuban doctors more than you would your own doctors. Make it make sense.
Yeah, it is crazy, but again, it comes back to the mindset of the African people. Why it has been set up, and now you look at any light-skinned person. I don't care whether Indian.
Yeah, because the more he was happy when the Cuban doctor came to his mama. Oh, it's not a nigga, thank you. And black people are the best doctors in the world. The Nigerians are the best doctors in the world. That's a fact. So it's not just criminal they known for. Nigerians are considered the best doctors in the world. Nigerians, black people. But you're so ignorant. Oh, I got my Cuban. Oh, thank God I don't got a Kenyan fucking me up. I got a cracker from a poor country that I already know is even poor because I'm ignorant. You know. Hell, Cuba can't even keep the lights on.
As we wind up,
Joby. Before we wrap up, play my video I sent you real quick. I think it's like a minute.
Please don't take forever.
Oh my God. What are you doing, Joby? You got a hot date? What's going on with you, man?
I'm not feeling well.
Oh, okay, do I say so? Okay. Oh, that's right. You're still in that time of month. I forgot.
No, my ulcers are hurting me. I need to eat. I need to find food. My ulcers are going crazy. David
Too much,
Shakes.
too much acidity. Too much acid, Joby. Too much acid. Too much ugali.
Yeah, the list
Too
continues.
much, too much starch, which is acid that inflames your ulcers.
Okay.
That black people are pitiful. Yeah, that's just a fact. Michelle, we got to be honest. Black people are pitiful as shit, and we got to be honest. I mean, globally, we got to be honest about shit. South Africans may be the most pitiful motherfuckers I've ever seen. Weak, sorry, backward, stupid. Call a spade a spade. You sit in a restaurant in 2024. You serving white people in a restaurant that you can't even come in. You got to be out of your fucking mind. In a black country. And shout out to that brother called their ass pathetic. That's right. That's what it is. Say, you pitiful bastards. I agree with you, black brother from America. You pitiful bastards. That's what they are. Joby don't want me to call a spade because she want to find her goopy husband down there. Her goopy husband's going to be a pathetic bastard. You'll see.
Hello, Sister Michelle. Hello, Sankemon. Please don't listen to Keith, okay? Everyone is a pathetic
not,
bastard.
well, not everybody there, but the majority is shit. The majority are. God damn it. So this brother realized the truth.
I'm doing some gardening, and something just hit me. You know what? Kenya is not a country.
Nope.
Kenya is a corporation. And the
None of Africa was ever set up.
is called British East Africa. And the aim of the corporation was to extract as much resources, as much money, as much
Right.
minerals, as much labor,
Much minerals.
as much wealth.
Kenya's
as they
full of
could from
minerals. I told
our
people that.
motherland and take it back to Britain.
That's right.
Now, the reason it was renamed to Kenya was just political,
Exactly.
but the corporation remains. And it gets even twistier. When we were fighting for independence, it was not even the Africans fighting for independence. No, it was the British
The white
settlers
settlers.
fighting
They wanted to make you got it right. They wanted to make Kenya Australia. I've been said that.
the wealth in Kenya. And the
Mm-hmm.
Africans was just the struggle for independence was just Africans was just used as a decoy that, you know what,
Slave
Africans are
labor.
fighting for independence. No. It was the settlers who wanted to control their own wealth and detach from the British, from the motherland, UK. They had seen the success of the settlers in the US. They had seen the success of the settlers in South Africa. They had seen the
South
success
Africa,
of the settlers
Australia,
in Australia, and that's what they
white
wanted for
man's
Kenya.
land, Kenya.
So when the time we got independence, it was them getting independence from the UK. We, as the Africans, we're just slaves in this system. You either work for the system directly for working with the Kenyan government, or you
Exactly.
work for the corporations,
You never got
and the
that land back.
mother corporation, British East Africa, has allowed to work in Kenya. And if you work for other corporations, then you pay a tax to the mother corporation. And whatever you do, if you're generating any income within this corporation, you have to pay that corporation some money. And that's just the role we are playing. That's why we don't know about the minerals that exist in Kenya. Ask yourself, we've had independence for all those years. We've had the
Why don't we
government and
control
the
the minerals?
opposition.
Exactly, brother.
People that we believed for 30 years were fighting for our rights. Just ask yourself, how come nobody in opposition has ever told you that our minerals are being robbed? Tell me they didn't know about it. Tell me how somebody like, we believe Raila has been fighting for us. you know, and all those other guys. I like using Raila because it's the guy we know has been fighting for us. Tell me he didn't know about all that, and tell me why they never told us. And they pretend every day they fight. Every day they're fighting for control of Kenya. You know, Uhuru is coming on the mic and even almost crying, telling us, "Oh, mutalia, mutaona, you'll come crying, coming back to us and said, Kitaumana." You know what? Yes, Kitaumana, but how come they never told us what is happening? Because they all work for the corporation. It's an extraction corporation.
That's
And
Dr.
once you get to
Mombi,
that
you and
position or
Sunken
where
when
you're
you
at,
talking
the
your
corporation
shit.
starts giving you,
Ah,
the corporation starts paying you for working for it. Once you become a celebrity, the corporation grabs your name and starts paying you for working for it.
that's Dr.
That's
Mombi.
why unaona mtu kama Bill Gates can come and mess with our lives all he wants.
Oh
Anaweza
my
leta his
God.
GMO seeds, anaweza kuja
You just
spoil
called Dr.
I,
Mombi
th-
diet.
crazy.
Any we just use
I
as you know, we
you can't afford.
you know, we're
Yeah,
like
yeah, Michelle.
sample.
I think that's the video Joey was playing on her show last night that had her messed up about the teacher beating the little girl. I think that might be the ones that Joby said. It would
Yeah.
piss me off too. But see, that was the British. They left that system of beating children for Africans, and they haven't changed that. Motherfucker, you think you gonna touch my child? I'm coming to see you. You out of your fucking mind. You think if you gonna beat my child in school, that'd be the last beating you give. That's why you always teach your children to talk to you. Yeah, unlike the Africans, been told nonsense. Don't say nothing. Don't speak. You teach your children to tell you what the fuck is going on, because you don't know if they're gonna be molested or what. Anybody tries to touch you, daddy needs to know. Anybody puts their hands on you, daddy needs to know, because some shit is gonna pop off. I mean, damn, if you what? I don't know if I don't know how old that child was that Joe them show. Obviously, was little, but no way. That's the first thing I would did anyway in Africa. Anyway, hey, this school system is going to have to be cleaned up. This white people just caning and beating and all this so crazy shit. You beat mine, I'm fucking you up. All this, oh, we gotta be respectful to all this dumbass nigga shit they gave these Africans. Their minds are all fucked up. Listen, nigga, you better get out of my face. You think it's right to beat on children, and you fucked up in the head too. But you ain't gonna beat on mine. They can beat on your kid. That's what you want. Cool. That's you. You ain't gonna beat on my babies. Okay?
But as we wind up, yeah, that was a child that
I don't know if they did anything about the woman. That's Joby. I don't know if they did anything about the woman. That's normal in Kenya to beat up on people. I don't know. They do anything about the girl, Joby?
I'm not sure if they did anything about her. I'm not sure about the information. I am not sure. I wouldn't want to know because I hope she's dead. Okay, that's what I'd say. Like Kamlesh said, I'd put a straight bullet on your head. You're not living there alive. Trust me, because there's no you're beating a child like that. There's just no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's just no way.
Yeah. See, that's the self-hate the Europeans gave African people, Michelle. So they have it's deep-seated hatred for self. Because how when you beat a child like that, you don't see them in you. You don't see you in them. And as an African, you're supposed to see you in them because they are you. But that's been completely detached. Not everybody, but Africa's been so fucked up in the head with this self-hate. They don't see that child as them. That's why you can brutalize a child. Because you will see that child as me. And you're like, what? Can't beat on my own people.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But anyway,
that's
to
it.
wrap it up, so much to everyone who's been here with
Yeah.
us. Sister Michelle Santi
We got
and
we
Sanke.
got 71 up in here. You guys hit that like. I don't know where they come from. Is that all Twitter right there, Joey?
Yeah, and YouTube.
Okay. But you hit that I. So I'm in Twitter. I'm in YouTube. Tap that I.
Shout out to
And let
everyone
you
on
see.
Twitter. We have people on Twitter. We have so many people on Twitter. Must I say the numbers?
Yeah. It always says the numbers on there. I was
Yeah,
just curious. I
yeah.
can, huh?
It's 60 plus people on Twitter.
Yeah,
And
on Twitter. That's all. I just want to confirm why we always get these people on Twitter, but nobody ever follows us on Twitter. I just find this funny. We used to get thousands. We used to get 2,000 or 3,000 damn people. You know, they stopped that. So you're gonna start coming back again. You know, breaking the algorithm again. But anyway, shout out to Joby and shout out to you despicable bastard South Africans. So I'm as much as Joby wants to love. What's that guy who made Joby cry? What's this guy's? What the fuck was his name?
You don't even know him. So stop trying.
What was his name? He with us for a long time. What was that guy's name? Made Joby cry 2 years ago. Whatever, you goofy South African nigga. You get your mind right. I don't know your goddamn name.